Okay, check this out. I don't actually know if this was a prank or not.
Mm-hmm.
This is a story I actually recently told to a few students, teachers from where we went to high school.
You writing?
Mm-hmm. And apparently it was a prank of some sort because shit kept going. This shit kept happening. What happened was this. You know the very bottom floor? How the bathrooms were always locked?
Yeah.
Well, I guess one time they were unlocked. I was there. It was, I think I was there with like the band camp or something like that. But apparently they've been having, the people that were there last, that's what it was. I messed that beginning up. So the people that were there Sunday were somebody in the band. And it's probably somebody that you know.
Oh, I'm sure.
We, in the tech ed area class, we go into the bathroom. Somebody did. Wilson. That's who it was. It was Mr. Wilson. He goes in. He has all of us come in and take a look at it real quick. Because he's like sitting there dumbfounded. Mark, somebody literally filled the pot almost the entire way with shit. Like, I'm talking like there was such a big pile in the middle that it was out of the water. There was not visible water anywhere near this thing. And it looked like it was like soft serve that came out of the machine. I assure you it was real poop. It stank.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, somebody's laying bricks.
They probably need to see a doctor about
Yeah.
that. Well, I mean, that was a long time ago. So
Absolutely. It was a massive pile of shit.
Did they die from like colon cancer or something?
I don't know. It was like I said, it was somebody you know.
It was somebody I know.
Because like I said, the only people that had access to that,
but nobody knows who
before
except
us,
for that person.
right?
It was probably me.
No, I don't think it was you. If you did some shit like this, dude, I would call it a talent.
No, I don't think I was in school anymore then.
No, you were. It was my freshman year. My freshman year was your senior year. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, but that's
I probably know the person.
But that's so somebody's prank out there.
But was it a prank or did they just really have an issue?
I think almost filling a shit or a toilet with shit, like just poo.
You got to be doing that on purpose, right?
I think you do that on purpose, especially because they did it in the bathroom they did it in. It has to be a prank.
How do you prepare for something like that? Like you're like, I'm going to go and I'm going to shit in this toilet and fill it up. How do you prepare for something like that?
I don't know. To me, that has to be days of preparation.
Yeah, man.
If you task me with that, it would take me some time.
The nastiest beans and onion and garlic, anything I could.
Yeah.
For days.
True. Well, this is Nick.
And this is Mark.
And this is the Guns and Gory podcast.
Hey! Guns and Gory! Jibbity wop wow! Shut the fuck up!
So what was the... Well, I don't know. All right, so this is April Fool's Day.
Happy April 1st, 2023.
We'll be sending this... What? Not sending this fucking... We'll be releasing this...
Pretty soon.
The 2nd?
Fuck it.
Tuesday?
Yeah. No, the 2nd's going to be tomorrow.
So what's today?
Saturday. Why don't we release
Sunday,
it early?
Monday,
Fuck it.
Tuesday. No.
It's a good prankish episode. We may as well.
It'll be the 4th when we...
Why don't we try to get it in one go and we'll post it today?
Nah, man. That's not doable.
We'll see. We'll see.
Nah, you're being too ambitious.
Ambitious.
It's Tuesday. Thank you for listening,
I'll bet
guys.
we can do the video too. It's today. It's currently Saturday.
Yeah,
let's live in the moment.
Saturday.
All these wind and shit.
April Fool's Day, so we decided we're gonna talk about some pranks.
Some pranks.
I've done a lot of pranks throughout my time, not just April Fools. I don't need a day to tell me when I can be a jackass.
I've been guilty of a handful. Yeah, exactly. Today is just good timing.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you got to think of how many people you can pull one over on real quick. Like, you can really convince them. But then you also don't want it to be so bad that when you fully sell it to them, that like they make life choices based.
I don't know. I've done some pretty terrible things. I once catfished my mom. Yeah, she talked to me and my friends for hours. She actually, like, at one point she was suspicious and she's like, Mikey, come here! And I'm like, what, Mom? But the dude's still talking to her because I had Micah or my friend jump on.
You're terrible.
Yeah, we told her. It was funny. She was pretty upset.
How long did you do it?
It was like probably a full day, like a Saturday.
That's not that bad.
So like early in the day, like throughout the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Okay.
She was having
smitten.
such a great day. Yeah.
She was smitten.
You see, if you just shut up and then been like, "Oh, we looked into who you're talking to. He died of colon cancer."
Like, there's reasons my
at least
mom
then
is
she would have
crazy.
felt great. Yeah, because people like you in her life. That's
What's the craziest prank you've ever done?
I have some ongoing ones that I can't talk about.
That makes me a little nervous.
It should. I mean, maybe not you. People I've known longer than you. No, people not people I've known longer.
Okay, but we're talking about pranks you've actually done.
So pranks I've been pretty successful in. I've always had a passion for posting things on Craigslist in other people's names.
Yeah,
Like using their phone numbers.
I've done that.
Phone numbers are always the fun one to do.
Oh, yeah.
Because then it's bothering them right away.
We got a few stories about that today.
Yep, I have, and I got them all over the place. Those are the ones I have the most pride in because they're all a little different. It's all based on the person.
Craigslist pranks are fun.
Craigslist pranks are fun.
I recently got pranked. Did you see it? Somebody got me something sent, and it was like Masturbation Anonymous or something.
I recently got a text message for alcoholic.
Alcohol.
Are you having an issue with alcohol?
No, it wasn't.
And I thought it was one of you guys. I genuinely did.
No,
I was like, yeah.
that's weird.
All I did was I typed back stop and then I just deleted it and I was like, somebody thinks they got one.
Yeah, it's like not many people know my address, so like I don't know. For a minute,
right, you got it mailed to you.
For a minute, I was like, "Did my mom do this?" Because I wouldn't put it past her. Like she'd probably think that's funny.
Mm-hmm. That would be good.
Yeah, man. I was just
well.
Whoever did it.
So a couple of the Yubbitzes that I work with thought it would be a good idea to use the boss's Amazon account to order padded underwear, right? But the problem is these idiots didn't think to delete the emails or anything.
Mm-hmm.
My boss saw them all.
Like padded underwear, like sports padded underwear, or like what type of padded underwear?
So to be perfectly clear with you, without actually pulling it up, all it was a picture from a slightly above the knee and slightly below the navel of a standard sized gentleman wearing whitey tighties that were a little long, not boxer briefs or anything like that.
It wasn't like a diaper,
and they were like padded all around. It kind of looked like they looked like normal underwear, but the padding looked kind of like something you'd put. No, not a diaper. Something you'd put on for like hockey. Like how they got that weird girdle thing.
Just like
padding.
Extra thick.
But it was
padded
just padded the whole way around. It was the weirdest thing.
Underwear.
I'm telling you, it came from China. I saw the packaging.
I'm just making sure because sports pads like.
But this is how the scenario plays out. This is how these idiots failed. We'll talk about a prank failure here.
Don't
for a
hit
minute.
me.
So, what? Let me hit you.
I said don't
Assault.
You son of a bitch.
I love you.
Don't fucking touch me, bitch. I'm gonna smash your face in with this microphone.
You're gonna love that microphone. But anyway, listen. You listen?
If you stop touching me.
Hands up.
I did this every time. The bung.
I'm gonna be loud for a second.
Oh no!
Put the Roslins down.
I can't stop myself. They're so
This
good.
fat
They had a prank today. I think people think it's real.
Oh yeah,
the
chocolate
biggest
bunny on
chocolate
top.
bunny.
All right, but listen. So,
Because I saw somebody on Facebook and they're like,
well, isn't that huge?
they're like, oh, whoa, they tag somebody in it, and the person's like, that's gotta be a joke. And then they were like, I don't think it is.
I saw it. Yeah, that's what I'd say.
I'm like,
I was
oh,
gonna feed
okay.
into a couple of the local ones, but I saw them like so last minute.
Mhm.
So these guys thought it was just greatest idea ever. So the boss wasn't there. We're sitting at the one computer, all peeking over, and they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be so funny! It's gonna be so funny!" Going back and forth, and so the boss walks in. As soon as they did it, an email generates. What does the boss sit down at that computer, that same computer, and do? He checks his emails. And I'm standing there talking to him about business. I'm trying to play along. You know, I'm not really involved with it anyway. It was them, not me. But I was just doing what I was supposed to be doing. And so I'm standing just right next to him after I was done talking to him. And he's going through his email, and then he goes, "What are these padded underwear?" And I go, and he didn't ask it to me. He said it to in the whole room.
Yeah.
And so I'm like standing next to him like this, and he's looking that way. I turn around like this, and I just walked away. Like I just completely like, I'm gonna go over here. I didn't, must not have heard what you said. Sorry, I didn't hear. And everybody's just like, trying to explain. And then they were like, we got caught in our prank. So want to know what he did?
What?
He made him cough up the cash that they spent, right?
Yeah.
To the dime. He took that money, put it in his pocket, and then he returned the padded underwear, and then bought a whole. He couldn't find anything else he wanted on all of Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you buy the man that has everything? So you know what he did? He got a whole thing of Bic lighters. Like one of them racks, display racks of Bic lighters, and like he basically he lasted like a year. Wouldn't that be nice to have just a surplus of lighters over a year? Mm-hmm. So then they bought all the lighters, and none of them ever touched any of the lighters. They never took any of them. They never figured it out. I did. That's what he did with it. I was like, oh, the return. I saw the thing. I was like, oh. And then he ordered the lighters with that. I was like, they paid for all those lighters. I mean, he got a big display of lighters.
When I worked at KFC Taco Bell, I was always pranking people. One time I made a suit of armor out of cardboard.
Is there a picture of that?
Nah, there might have been. And I went after my manager, and I smacked him with a roll of cardboard. And he's like, "Get in the back."
Taking it too seriously.
He was usually real cool too, but I mean, there were customers. It was with a lunch rush. Mm. So I could have chose a better time to do it. And then another time, they had these real big trash cans, and I climbed inside of one and sat in it for 20 minutes, and then jumped out and scared the shit out of the assistant manager.
That works.
She's like, ah!
I love the explosive people. They're always the best.
She probably thought I was crazy. She's like, "Were you in there for?" I'm like, "Yep."
Let's see here. I always loved scaring my mom. If that counts as pranks. My mom was a very explosive. Actually, when I hide around corners in this house with Z, she is not entertaining to scare at all. You're either going to get looked at like an idiot or punched in the face. There's really it's one or the other. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you who is fun. But you gotta hit
my
it
mom.
the right way. Well, yeah, probably your mom. I'm talking about my house, Ella.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I made her scream like a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. She is a little girl, but it's hard for her.
Why would you try to terrify that sweet little girl? You're a fucking asshole.
Because I wanted to try to scare her, and I was successful. Because then one of her friends...
Did somebody do that to you?
Yeah.
Well, that person is a bad person.
Call my mom a bad person? You saw it coming. I'm just kidding.
Hey, Stop giving Ella daddy issues, all right?
Yeah, that's
man.
okay. My dad
She
used to
already
scare me all the
has
time.
enough.
How else do you think you get a little girl that is about to punch everybody when they walk around the corner too fast?
Dude,
An asshole dad like me. I don't do it to her like all the time. Mass amount of time she can hear my fat ass walking around the house anyway.
when I was a kid, do you remember those? You
That's
see
a prank in
them.
itself.
You see them during like 4th of July and stuff. They're like booby traps.
Yeah,
They have the string on the end, and you
the
pull them
two
apart.
string,
And they
they're real
pop.
thin.
And my dad and us, we like to like scare my mom, and we like put them on all the drawers. I was like young, and my mom just pop. Ah! The one time my dad chased me and my brother and my sisters around with a snake,
Like one of the
like a real snake.
like
He caught it. It was like a corn snake or something.
Yeah,
And he caught it, and he's like, "Hey, come here, Marky." And then he chased me with it because I was scared.
my dad.
One time he brought home a fucking alligator in the back of his truck.
I've heard this from Micah.
Yeah,
Yep. I've heard
He
Micah's
just
little trick.
rolls
Well, then
up.
I think it was both of you actually. Now.
he just rolls up with an alligator. My mom's like, "What the heck is this?"
What'd you guys end up doing with it?
I don't even know. It
I bet
disappeared.
y'all ate it. You
I
think-
wish, man. Listen,
No?
alligator is amazing.
Alligator is good. Alligator's really
You
good.
can get that at like Market District.
Mhm.
Just make sure you cut all the fat off because that shit tastes
Oh
nasty.
yeah. Well, that's what. So my mom told me a story one time. It's not necessarily plant related, but turtle related.
That's
Oh no!
wild.
Wait, actually, I can lead it into a prank.
Nice,
The gear,
nice.
the cogs turn. So
Them transitions.
yeah, right. So my mom told me that my grandfather would always have weird animals in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Turtles. They had a little like mini chicken pen for a while.
Mini
ducks.
chickens. I've never
Little
ventured
mini
in
chicken
that
pen.
world.
Yeah, that was
Had
the
reptiles.
basement of their house. Like they had like a couple supports, but like it was a really big open space, and the ceiling was really high.
Yeah.
So they had like nice ventilation and everything. Well, so the turtle.
What was his name?
Well, that's the problem.
Okay.
So the turtle, I don't know the turtle's name, but the turtle had a name. You see, my mom and her sister, my aunt, were very young, little kids.
Yeah.
Grandfather used to go hunting turtles. The hunting of the turtles is the prank. So remind me of that at the end. So
How is hunting an animal?
oh
a
yeah.
prank?
Oh,
I mean, no,
it's the prank
listen.
part. It's the part.
I'm
part of the-
wrong.
part- that's
I
the
like
part of my
hunting and
story.
eating animals.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm sure turtle tastes really good.
It does, but that's the prank part. Hold on to that one. Put that one in your pocket. So anyway,
By the way, can I ask you why you have a Band-Aid on your forehead?
huh? I'm like Marcellus Wallace, except it's on my forehead instead of the back of my neck.
I don't know what that means.
Don't worry about it then. You're a terrible Quentin Tarantino fan.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. Anyway, so my mom told me this story. There's a turtle in the basement. They had a little kiddie pool for it and everything.
Mhm.
And so then they had another one.
Oh,
And they had them for, a couple months.
yeah.
And all of a sudden one day they were gone.
Did you guys eat them?
Well, then I wasn't alive yet, thank God.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, yeah, thank God. Well, no, I would have loved to have been alive then because then I would have gotten eaten them because then that night they were having turtle soup.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, and then they had like all the other pieces. So this is the funny part is, my grandfather, like years later, my mom told me like, oh, you want to talk about daddy issues, like blah blah blah, and then so we had this turtle
Yeah.
and we ate it, and she was like, that was to me. And I'm just like, yeah, that wouldn't be that big of a deal to me. And she's like, oh, I'm not surprised. Like she looked at me as like, oh, I don't blame you for not understanding, Nick. Thanks. And I was like, oh, that was sarcasm. That's how I was when I was a little kid. So anyway, so years later, I think after my mom passed away, actually, I told that story to my grandfather, and he goes, oh yeah, I remember that summer we went turtle hunting. And I said, so how do you hunt turtle? I was younger. I had no clue. He proceeded to tell me that you go down to the river, you find a hole, and you reach in it. Sometimes there's catfish, sometimes there's a turtle. You feel a catfish, hopefully it doesn't get barbed. You don't get
Yeah.
barbed. You feel a turtle, you grab its leg, you pull the motherfucker out. He didn't say motherfucker out. He never said the word fuck, which is really odd to
okay.
me. But it's really odd to me because everybody else around him said fuck all the time. Like I heard his pastor say it once. Like, but anyhow,
My spirit animals.
yeah, right. So he, I didn't believe him. Was the problem? I thought he was messing with me. My grandfather used to razz me all the time. What older guys call it, right? So, he told me about snipey hunting. You ever heard of that?
I think I have.
It's like a military prank thing.
Yeah.
But he taught me at first. But he told me, hey,
He didn't pull a prank on you though.
Yeah, he didn't. Well,
should've.
he wasn't kidding. That's how you hunt turtles.
My
and
dad.
catfish. I didn't know that though. I did not believe him. The next thing I didn't believe him about though was how I guess turtles different meat, like the different parts of the turtle are different kinds of meat. Like
well,
you
yeah,
can
like
have
white
something that's
meat
more chickeny
and dark meat.
Well, yeah, but then you can have something that's more fishy, and then you can have something that's more chickeny. Yeah, I didn't know that until I actually ate some turtle. I was like, oh, man, I want to try squirrel.
I do too. Where you talked about that,
We
you said
did.
you'd get it, and I said I would deep fry it.
I was just talking to somebody about it.
All right, give me some. I'll deep fry it. I'll make it buttermilk
Z,
breading.
are we gonna cook that the squirrels here?
Yeah, I can cook
I
it
mean,
here. Hey, I have
who
a
is it
turkey
that's
fryer.
getting you the squirrel?
I'll get the squirrels.
Nick, I have a turkey fryer.
Are you gonna clean it first?
No, they're
Yeah,
clean.
no, we're gonna-
They're already clean.
It has to be clean. I'm not gonna eat it if it's not clean.
No, I mean, are you?
You want me to shampoo and condition the squirrel?
I want you to skin the motherfucker because I ain't skinning it. That's
Can't we
not what
get
I
it
do. I
pre-skinned?
cook and I bake, bro.
Yeah, I can do it.
He can do
Alright.
it.
I know what I'm doing.
I will cook whatever you want,
I can
but I
throw
am
it back
not
in my wood.
de-skinning the animal.
No, I can do that. Oh no, I'll
Never
cook
done
it.
it. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
cook
how to
it.
do it.
Oh,
You can
we're
help
gonna
me
have
cook
so
it.
much fun.
I'll make the cookies for after.
There you
Oh my
go.
gosh, yeah.
Some things I
just
prefer to
mess with
cook.
her with the prepping.
My fried chicken. If you tried it, you'd understand.
Ooh,
Oh,
I
yeah,
made
she ain't kidding.
orange chicken that one time.
She did that.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was
I had a little bit too much ginger, but otherwise I was pretty
Nah,
on
I
I
it.
never
like too much
ventured
ginger,
too much
so.
into Asian food, like cooking. Actually, I make fried rice all the time, but I feel like that's a little different.
Yeah, see, fried rice, it goes with so much. Like, I wouldn't even,
Right.
just
Well,
pinhole
all kinds
it
of
into
different
Asian.
societies have a version of fried rice.
When I made it, I would love to make fried chicken, but doing that process of it to fry the chicken. Like, I really liked how they had you make
where
the
you want
batter.
to murder the chicken and shit.
Yeah, of course.
I want to do that.
I
My
like
mom gave us fresh chicken when I was a kid because we had a bunch of chickens in our backyard.
Yeah.
Shit was good as fuck, man.
I used to eat trout season, which is I think the first day of trout's today.
I don't know. I
Oddly
don't know
enough. I
anything
think
about fishing.
That's why we were so bored at work.
April Fools, if it's not.
Yeah, right. So, not the trout, but I had salmon and stuff raw.
Raw
Like my
salmon.
grandfather. Yeah, my
Okay.
grandfather went on a big fishing trip and brought back.
I like
so
sushi
I remember
with raw
but
salmon.
it wasn't prepared that way. It was prepared more. I've seen it in northern Alaskan folks
Oh,
eat
okay.
it that way, and however I had it, and it was delicious. I remember it from a kid, but I don't remember what it's like. I haven't.
Well,
had
yeah,
it
I
since,
mean,
but-
of course, all kinds of different societies are going to have
yeah.
different things like that.
I've always wanted to try the whale blubber.
Well, blubber. Dude, I've seen videos on,
With the skin? Or is it
TikTok.
skin?
You're supposed to, chew on it, right?
Yeah, no, maybe it's not the blubber. Yeah, it is.
There's TikTok stuff
Yeah.
that I've seen.
That's what it is.
looks.
It
I would
does look
try it just because I like to try new
Oh
things.
yeah.
I've had frog. Have you ever had frog?
Mm-hmm.
Frog's not bad. It
Frog's
tastes like
really good.
chicken, like fishy chicken.
Yeah, fishy chicken. Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of fish, but
Fishy chicken is a bad, good way to describe it.
yeah. I guess we're talking about pranks and food today.
Pranks and food. So you definitely have you ever replaced what's it called?
Don't do that.
Toothpaste and Oreos. You
What?
scrape off the cream in the middle,
Uh huh.
and then you replace it with toothpaste.
Toothpaste. No, I've never
Put it in the
done
fridge,
anything
let it firm
like
up a
that.
little bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, evil bastards. All you end up with is like a super thin minty thing.
So
That's
like,
about
have you
it.
done? I mean, everybody's done like the dog shit in a bag.
And lit it.
Yeah. And
We should pause for a second so she
We're
can
gonna
walk
take
by.
a commercial break.
Commercial break.
You know what I can't live without? My Triple Dong Dragon Dildo Plus. It is built-in Bluetooth, USB-C, USB 5, wireless charging, and can even be used as a scrub daddy. Get yours today at tripledongdildos.com or call 1-800-DDL-DONGS-Z with a Z. Get yours today with 15% off with the code GGDONGS with a Z.
But you don't listen.
I do listen.
You're a bitch.
When that dick's in my mouth. Kidding.
Yeah. It's the glug glug sound.
No, thank you. Let's not talk about that stuff, please.
Have you ever created a full circuit?
What? I don't even want to know what you're talking
Never
about.
mind. Don't worry about it then.
Kuma.
Are we back?
Yeah. Are we recording?
Yes,
I
sir.
am.
She's been recording.
Wow!
It's kind of creepy.
Why is it creepy?
I feel like I'm being watched like 1984.
You are.
You are.
Oh, that's true. I have a cell
Joe
phone.
Biden wants to sniff you.
Oh my god.
Is that fair?
You do have the luxurious hair I think he's into.
It's
the
not
baby
as-
face,
If
isn't it?
anybody's curious,
Yeah, definitely.
Mark is not. Mark looks like he smells funny and he smells good. I assure you, like if you give him like a solid day of like really letting some sweat build up in his crotchal area, I bet he starts producing some foul stenches, but probably kind of musky.
I used to be a dirtbag,
Yeah,
so that's fair.
you were a teenage dirtbag.
Yeah, not anymore. I like
Yeah, no.
shower every day and shit. It's
Oh,
weird.
every day.
For real? Well, not always, but most days.
How about those celebrities that just came out? It was like, sometimes I just don't. And everybody's
Dude,
like,
there's-
ew. And I'm like,
There's a disturbing amount
go anywhere?
who don't.
Oh, yeah.
Shower. Like
So-
Post Malone is like famous for that shit.
Not showering like every day or like
Like,
really
it goes
pushing
a
it.
long time.
Ew.
I mean, like a full shower? Because, like, I take a shower
No,
almost
man,
every
I'm
day.
pretty sure.
But, like, I don't wash my hair every day.
Yeah, that's,
Well, yeah, I
that's
don't
different.
wash
We're
my
not
hair
arguing
every day either.
things like that. And then there's other celebrities, like, I think Ashton Kutcher was like, I get the hot spots every day. Like,
Yeah.
you do
Yeah.
that, that's it.
That's
And,
what you should
but
do.
then, like, well, then me was like, yeah, well, yeah, you don't wash your hair every day, like, unless it gets dirty, obviously. Then you, but yeah, like okay, I can transition this into something really weird.
Oh,
There
God.
are massive amounts of places online you can look to find that other people are discovering that not everybody wipes their ass the same way. It bothers me. You guys haven't came across anything like that yet?
Yeah, I have.
You have? Okay.
What do you mean,
Like-
not the same?
Some people
Way.
go from.
See, it's different because you've watched me wipe my ass, and I've definitely watched.
some
you wipe
people
your ass,
go
yeah.
back for front.
No,
Some people go
no,
front
it's
to
not
back.
that. It's not that.
What do you mean?
And it's not that stupid prank where
Or
they
how
take one sheet.
how they fold the toilet paper.
Yeah, it's like that. And then like, what was the one? The one dude. I think I don't know if it was real or not. I actually genuinely don't know. But the dude said that he pooped in his hand and then he put it in the water so it didn't splash.
What?
Yeah, I heard that one.
Speaking of poop, dude, when I worked at Walmart, the one day somebody was like, "Sir, somebody had an accident in the bathroom." I go in there,
I clock
There's
out.
a
I forgot
big-
a doctor's appointment.
giant puddle
Be out.
of shit.
Ew.
Puddle of
Yeah,
shit?
I was a cashier though, so I was like, I went to the manager and I was like, "Hey, somebody had an accident in the bathroom,"
Ew.
and then it wasn't my problem anymore.
I wouldn't have gone
It was-
in to
it
look.
was
I would have
real
called the
gross.
manager
Dude,
right
there
away.
was like a pair of underwear. I have a picture of it somewhere if I
Yeah,
can find
You
it.
don't need them anymore.
We might post it on the Patreon.
The
Nobody wants to see it, I promise.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't even the first time.
Yeah. I've seen some fun stuff written on a bathroom wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
It sucks though when you start reading it and then it's not good.
So I have a
And
question
then you
for
feel like an
Z.
idiot for doing
Actually, is there stuff on the female bathroom walls that's like different than male
I've
bathroom
never heard
walls?
anything good about a girl's bathroom.
Yeah, no. I mean, when there's like co-ed bathrooms, it's fine. Or like concert halls, you'll get some good shit. But like an everyday bathroom that like your average Joe hot mess of a mom would go into while she's escaping from her kids, there's really nothing on there.
Dude.
That's just teenagers doing dumb shit.
On and dudes' bathrooms like suck dicks.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
everywhere.
Call
Everywhere.
this whore.
Yeah, you get some of those in the girl.
Everywhere.
It's never like fun stuff.
want-
There's
I
no
want-
glory hole like stuff written anywhere. There's no like Jamie sucks dicks. Call this number.
I want guns and gory stickers in bathrooms.
I mean, I'm down.
Should we
for
have?
that.
Everywhere.
We should have a bathroom manifesto.
I'm
gonna
totally putting
Yeah.
them on baby changing stations, like on the inside.
You mean the baby hanging stations? What people edit the fuck out of the things? to
Can we
say?
get in trouble for that legally?
Yes, we can.
Can we control where people put our stickers?
No, we can't.
So how can we get in trouble?
We
with
can
that?
suggest locations, sort of.
I think.
Do not illegally place these. Wink, wink,
Yeah,
wink.
right. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I don't want to get in trouble for stickers.
There's a lot of. Oh boy, that's why QR codes freak me out. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Every time I'm doing it, I'm like, man, this is gonna be fucking meatspin.com. I know it, and it hasn't happened yet. I mean, I've been rickrolled plenty, ha ha ha, super funny, but like, it's cool. But at the same time, like, where's the beef? Like,
People are gonna like click on ours and just be like, "Oh, this is stupid."
this is dumb. Yeah. Ooh, Nick Parrish. Fuck
Who the fuck is
that
that?
fat piece of shit. He used to stare at my
I
girlfriend's
want
butt.
some of our haters.
Meanwhile, I
to
stared at
listen.
his mom's ass.
Do you
Yeah.
think any of our haters listen?
Haters? Oh, I hope so.
They totally do, just so they can try and talk shit, just
don't
not
know,
as
man.
I wouldn't mind.
eloquent.
I don't
as
really
y'all.
know who all hates me.
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean,
I
I
know
know
a
people I
couple
annoy.
do.
I know
Don't they
people I annoy.
block you? So you just don't know how. You
I
have a
don't
lot of
know.
friends, so you wouldn't notice if somebody really blocks you
I don't.
I
right
will-
away, at least.
I will say
I have
this.
a large friends list.
Well, okay, so I will say this. There's a large amount of people that previously did not like me and were very vocal about it, and that actually like me now. Like, would buy me a drink in a heartbeat if they ran into me in
See,
public.
I've heard bad things about myself in the past, but a lot of it I
Yeah.
was like, "What?"
I heard you kick kittens.
I mean, kittens make me itchy.
I like kittens.
Yeah,
I've
he's a kick
rescued a
kittens.
couple.
From what?
Well,
Eating them?
one time, these friends I was hanging out with in Beaver Falls, when I moved up here, they had a cat and they were gonna throw it off the bridge.
Oh!
And I was like, "Oh, let me see it." And as soon as they handed it to me, I jumped out the car and took off.
That's good.
Yep. And then I had a couple other ones.
That's
Well, it was
some
like
PETA work
3 or
right
4 that were outside of my house
Yeah.
a few years ago. I took them in. So I like kittens.
There's a lot of
Usually,
strays up
they're
there.
assholes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Big assholes.
But that works for you, you know?
I guess.
Makes sense. It's why you take in all the animals.
I've had one cat that really liked me, and it didn't like anybody else, and it hid. Always hid, like when I got it for the longest time.
It sounds
But
imaginary.
sometimes,
It sounds
she
like you're
would
making
come
up
out
this
in the
cat.
middle of the night. Nope, Tiffany would fucking vouch for that one,
Damn.
and it would come
Until
out in the middle
I
of the
tell
night
her, yeah.
and come cuddle up to me and purr, and I'd pet it, and then like
It's all
the next day it just hid and fucking hated everybody again.
Yeah.
I did it a few
It's not
times.
real. It's not a real cat.
Maybe.
He made it up. Tiffany made it up. Shared delusion.
One of
I'm
my
sorry.
one of my last
its fur was
cats.
real pretty. It was like digital camo almost.
Oh, that's cool.
One of my last cats was a cat that we rescued, and his name was Yoshi.
Mm-hmm.
And he would like destroy donuts.
The donuts?
Like we would set donuts on the counter, okay,
Uh-huh.
just like how Ella is now. And me and my mom would be like, "Oh, hey, I stopped at Orm's and got some donuts," or "Hey, I bought a box of
I want some
Entenmann's,"
worms.
or whatever. And like next thing you know, you hear the sound from the dining room, and we go in, and Yoshi is tearing into these box of donuts. Like,
dude, cats are wild.
he was nuts, and it was only donuts. Like, you could have a box of cookies from the store on the table, wouldn't touch them the second you brought a box of donuts. I don't know what it was. He went
Some in the
nuts.
fry. I bet it was
Nick
because they were
punches
fried.
cats.
Because of what?
I've definitely punched a cat. I will
What the
100%
fuck?
admit that I've punched a cat. Because it
You're
was
a terrible
fucking with me.
person.
It kept messing with me. And
I
I
mean,
went like that.
yeah.
I didn't punch it. I would never close. Yeah, that's not true. I would.
My
definitely
mom's
punch a
one
cat. If it was,
cat.
like, on me.
I was sitting on the toilet, and there were these little figures the girls would place on the edge of the bathtub, and the cat comes in there, and I'm like, oh, hey, China. And the cat just fucking starts swatting the toys off. I'm like, don't do that. And she just looked at me and swat the next one off. I'm like, hey! And she just kept doing it. That cat's wild, man. Little jerk.
Oh.
They're all jerks. Just like kids. Kids are jerks too.
Speaking of kids that are jerks, how about the prank that seems to happen generationally, I want to say, of the dicks in the baseball fields
Oh,
in
man.
the snow.
Dude, I've seen it so many times.
Mm-hmm.
New Brighton.
It's pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
No veiny bastards or anything like that,
No.
but they get pretty creative.
I know there was a picture. When I was in school, I definitely saw it a couple times. Never knew who did it.
Oh, I've done one. I participated
You
with
did
one.
one?
Mm-hmm. I can't tell you
They're
which one. It's not
phenomenal.
like we
They're
wrote
so
down the
big.
date.
I always love seeing you see online like dick snowmen and shit.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
that's always
Massive
entertaining
beans.
to see. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. People just get creative. That's how it
Yeah,
is.
people get real creative in a wrong way. Real wrong way.
Well, people like set them up to look like people standing in the middle of a road. So if you come around a bend,
Yeah.
you hit somebody. It's a snow person.
I like
Oh.
reading about how like somebody for like Halloween decorations, so like make it look like
Yeah.
there's dead bodies in the front yard. People start calling cops and shit.
Yeah.
That's always funny.
Isn't that the guy that the dummy that hangs off and there's a ladder on the ground?
Something like
That
that.
was-
And
that
the guy
got a
like
lot.
comes up, I got you, man. And
Those
it's a
get a
dummy.
lot.
I always love that stuff. It's always so funny. I would do that, but like I don't know. I'm sure my neighbors already think I'm sketchy enough.
Yeah. I mean, on one hand, why is the USDA raiding Mark's house? I was just trying to think of the most ridiculous agency.
I
that could
have
raid
an
your house.
illegal
cow
butchering service. in
butchering
my-
service. That's weird.
Yeah. I have butchering
I'm trying to think of what
background
room
a little
you did.
bit. I
know
worked in that meat processing plant.
Yeah, you've handled some meat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've
It's a
handled
little weird.
pounds and pounds and tons of meat. Never a dick though, other than mine.
That's still one of my most favorite facts. Is that no matter
proud
what,
of that.
No matter what, most dicks, if you shake someone's hand mass amount of time, it's at a dick.
Yeah,
another
well,
dick
that's
in
the
it.
thing. If you shake people's hands, you touch
Mhm.
your dicks. I don't like shaking people's hands.
Neither do I.
I don't like people touching me. You always touch me. It annoys the piss out of me.
He just likes to stroke you.
He used
Like
to
the
cuddle
furry
with
wall.
me. That's the thing though. Mark tries to hide that in his past.
No,
That
it
he used
was
to cuddle with me all the time.
it was
for warmth.
horrible.
It's because we were poor.
I was cold and he's fat.
And he's
And I've
fat.
always
He's
been
always
smaller.
been husky.
I was always like the medium one, and you're like,
It was after his
The
grungy
extra
phase, if that
medium one?
matters. Yeah,
yeah, I started getting clean.
yeah.
Have you ever wanted to leave your ugly children in the forest only for them to find their way back home to you? Well, here at H. Keller's Child Services, we are offering a rapid response, quick removal ugly child service. Call us today at 1-888-UGLY-BE-GONE, and your ugly children will be placed in thriving communities full of deaf and blind who will appreciate them for the ugly little shits they are. Call us today.
So one prank that you and I participated in together, we were in my room, and we decided to enter a particular person's phone number into one of those
Oh.
mass text message. Like you could set it up to be like, "Yo, what up?" 3,000 times.
Hey, Nick.
Send.
Do you know what text bombing is?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how that
what
conversation
I'm
started?
pretty sure that. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
And
yeah.
and then we did it to Big Nick Kane.
Yeah, is he gonna be
He was a
mad about
sport.
us? saying
No,
his
he was
name?
back
He
then.
was real
he was
mad
mad.
at me
He was
for
real
a
mad.
long time.
Yeah, I don't think he's mad at you anymore. About
I think
it.
he unfriended
understands.
me on Facebook.
We'll change
I'm not
that.
sure.
We'll change that.
I
He
saw
would
him-
appreciate your memes.
I saw him at Foodland
How did he? How
not
did he
long
greet
ago,
you?
but I didn't.
Hey,
He didn't
what's
see
up,
me.
Hodge? No.
I was driving past.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
He's a cool, dude.
Yeah.
It's funny because like his mom knew my mom, and it was always like, "Hey, watch out for him." And
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like, meanwhile, like, I'm good, Nick.
Didn't he?
Like
wasn't
I always weighed more than him.
wasn't he like
though I was shorter
real
than
big into like Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yeah, he had a wrestling phase. I think
Oh,
everybody had a
Stone
wrestling
Cold.
phase. Oh yeah.
How I named my first son.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Well, you're a freak. Shush.
Budweiser.
The men are speaking. Thank you.
Listen, if
That's
you want
terrible.
that sandwich from the kitchen, you better let me speak.
Ooh.
I mean, I get my own shit.
Oh, Ella is reading Lord of the Flies.
Nice.
I
for,
know.
Like, required reading.
No,
still
I
now,
I
just
got
to
it,
read
the
it?
book for her years ago, and she's probably just getting around to it.
That one's a wild one.
Mm-hmm.
No, they are reading it in school, but she chose to read her copy, and so she's ahead of the class again, like how she did with the
I
Outsiders.
used to be like that.
I wasn't smart enough to be like that, and I'll admit it.
I just read really fast.
If a story gets me, then yeah. But like, I also kind of didn't. When there was movies associated with things, I never tried to ruin it for myself. Like, because I knew, at the end of this, we're gonna watch it. I was one
Yeah.
of those kids. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna ruin that because I could go rent it if I wanted to.
I always like books so much more.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have a big,
Book collection. It's called a
Oh,
library,
yeah.
dumbass.
well, it's like triple stacked.
My library. Triple stack.
It's a triple stacked
Are,
shelf.
are you saying that you have books triple parked?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy.
Some of them are on top too. Like it's bad. I need to
Are
like.
you familiar with object permanence?
Listen,
You know
I
those
like
books
my
that are behind those books don't exist, right?
They do to me in my mind. Thank you.
Yeah. Till you start moving stuff and go, oh, where's that book?
Well, it's not always gonna be like that.
Well, duh. You can get more book stands.
Yeah,
That
book
aren't as
stands, book stands,
Yeah, shelves.
bookshelves.
Bookshelves. Stands. There's stands for them too. I need. You know what? You know what I've never seen well done is comic books displayed, but somewhere where like UV light and stuff isn't going to mess with them. We actually have a viewer or a listener
That sounds like too much work.
that collects comics on a higher degree than even I do. I will have, and he's definitely told me a couple times about like comics that he's had like in rotation on display, and I'm just like, I want to see the display every time it changes. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Comic.
there's
books.
expensive books.
Oh
I
yeah.
want.
Oh, expensive books you want like what?
I would love the first edition, 1984, George Orwell. That's a good book.
That's fair.
Or Orson. Wait, did I fuck up his name?
Orson
I don't know.
Welles.
Orson
Orson
Welles.
Welles,
Is that right?
maybe.
Oh.
I have to look it up.
Haha, I know I'm not smart enough to know that. I should know
What?
that actually.
It's in 1984,
I know what
right?
I mean. I know
About the
1940s.
struggle of man.
Yeah, it's like
Man.
George Orwell.
yeah.
George Orwell. That's what I said the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I know my shit.
Everything you
First
doused.
edition Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. There was a movie for that.
Wasn't there? Yeah, because I'd never read the book, and then the movie
There's-
came out, and I just watched it, and it like I was like,
There's a bunch of
this
books.
is odd. All right.
Read the book. Read the book.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them. They're real good.
I'm a fan of the dude on TikTok that collects books, and I think he's in New York City. He is really big on presidential signatures.
Oh.
He has pages of grimoire. No, he has a whole grimoire.
Oh shit.
Uh huh. I'm so glad you
That
know
would
what
be
grimoire was.
awesome.
I didn't feel like explaining it.
Nick.
I know. I know you know. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad you know. So then, He had, or has, he has a lot of Tolkien stuff.
That's cool.
Lots
Like
of
first
it.
edition.
Signatures, all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff. And every signature Tolkien ever did. Looked
I don't have any
perfect.
signatures.
You wouldn't have any Tolkien signatures?
Any
Jesus,
signature I would want. It
we
would be expensive.
Z and I have quite an impressive collection of
Yes, you
signatures.
do have some pretty.
Charlton
cool.
Heston.
Yeah.
From my cold dead hands. I bet he's
Robin
clutching
Williams.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
come on,
that
why'd
was
you go?
pretty cool.
She just goes for the nut shot. She is the you stuck it in and you got right past the head and she came right here.
Well, you know
Like,
what?
Val
that's
Kilmer.
it.
You
Val
sometimes
Kilmer. Okay, Val Kilmer's a good
you
one.
and your Tolkien
Harrison
shit
Ford.
kind of like
She went
brings
right
it
for the
out
money
too
shot,
much,
though.
man.
She went right for
that.
the money
Some
shot.
people
I
are
like
into
the
that.
money shots.
I know you do, but like, you gotta have some build up.
Eh, I, don't
I
like
can't
when they
remember
talk
any of the
that
other
much.
names though. To like, there's so many that we don't know. The signatures, we like,
Yeah.
who the hell is this person?
Yeah, there were. I was looking through them.
There were so my grandmother had a thing for like old westerns
Mm-hmm.
from Hollywood, and so a lot of the signatures are like old cowboy stars. Like we're talking
Spaghetti westerns.
Yeah,
Like Once Upon a Time in
that's
Hollywood.
what Mandalorian's built off of.
Yeah.
but yeah, so there's a lot of ones like that. Oh my gosh, what is
Have
his
you
name?
been watching the Mandalorian?
Of course.
Ah, I'm not
I
gonna
went
say
and had
anything
a
else.
I went and had a class 3 watch party.
Oh, I wasn't invited.
No, you weren't invited. You literally weren't cool enough for this gathering. I hate to
shit.
tell you, you weren't.
But I like 3D print lightsabers and shit.
Yeah,
I'm not cool enough. That's hurtful. I'm too nerdy, huh?
you got to participate in Two Stamp Tuesday at least.
The what?
Two Stamp Tuesday.
I don't know what that is.
You got to have gun with 2 stamps on it is usually an SBR and suppressed,
Ah,
or it could be full auto and suppressed. But that's.
yeah.
Ask me what the cheapest full auto I've seen lately is.
What's the cheapest?
I don't know the
full
answer.
auto?
That's a really stupid question. Why would you ask me that?
The last time I saw any, it was like 14,000.
Yeah, like 11. Yeah,
For like a
somewhere around there.
basic.
I don't have any
like,
for sale right now.
What, Mac 10 or some shit? Mac 11.
That was the last one we sold. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was Mac 10.
That was pretty though.
Stamps have been getting approved. I actually wanted to mention that real quick in a podcast.
Why are you trying to hit me with your
I'll whack
hand?
you. I'll give you the Jedi hand. Jesus. Anyway, so tax stamps.
Uh-huh.
Tax stamps suck. Not a lot of people know. Like Whisper Pickles.
Yeah.
How the whole process
Well, I've
works.
seen there's one company, they get you the stamp and the suppressor, and it's all like 600.
See, so like then you
And
have
they do
like
everything for you.
yeah. That's such a vague, broad stroke.
Yeah,
Saying,
but,
yeah, they'll put a car together for you, and they'll take your payments. They'll give you the car.
yeah, it's actually a pretty big.
It's Silencer Co. Or it's Silencer Shop or whatever, their booth.
Yeah.
It's some crazy amount of money to have one of those booths in your shop.
Mm-hmm.
You have to sell so much stuff before you even paid for the thing.
I
Like
want-
in higher volume areas, I mean, we're just a mom and pop shop, so of course I'm not going to do that kind of stuff. But like we do the fingerprinting and the
Yeah.
photographs in house, so that's what's nice. But they charge extra for stuff like that, one way or the other. The ones that we can never compete with and always annoy me every year is when Silencer Shop will have a buy one get one sale.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Are you guys doing anything like that?" And I'm like, "Why would I do buy one get one suppressors? You know how much
Yeah.
paperwork's involved with that? Like they just think it's like, oh yeah, it's like Walmart, just change the tag."
Because
Like,
those
no.
companies do it for you.
Uh-uh.
I want an SBR and a suppressor stamp.
See, for the longest we're going through something right now with the SBRs,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to talk about that because
Yeah.
it's stupid. But I've always had this mantra with SBRs is it has to be a gun worth SBRing. So if there's not like a feasible way to go about it, or if it's like, let's say you got a crank.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at this point, that'd be like $4 or $5 grand, I believe, for like a Krinkov kit.
Yeah.
But the original stock on that triangle metal stock, those
Yes.
look perfect on those. You put anything else on it, it's gonna look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to SBR it, or
Yeah.
it'd be illegal. But that would suck too, because then you just no, like those are neat. I think you need something in like 308.
I would like something.
Or
308.
something again in 762 by 39.
Yeah, I miss that stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to
I
think
never
of
had a
what-
308. I always wanted with the Remington 700
Mhm.
SPS tactical
Yeah.
with
Yep,
the
I
like
remember those.
rubberized toe grip.
The Hogue stocks, yeah,
And it had
those are
the
sweet.
screws for the suppressor. I was always a fan of those things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but so the suppressor thing, so like what? I just waited from what, July to now?
Like 9 months.
Oh, yeah, just shy of 9 months. And
Yeah.
it sucked. Now I'm waiting for another one from December. So probably around my birthday I'll get another one, maybe.
Ooh,
If
what is that
there's
one
any
for?
consistency. That is for, so that's a specialty can. So I have CZ Scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
CZ Scorpion, mine is the micro.
For the people that don't know, little scary gun.
That's not a little scary gun.
That's a little scary.
So the
gun.
the barrel's real short on that. So what this company made, it's all titanium, so it's really really light, not adding weight much at all to this thing. But it has this like reflex that goes over the barrel, and it uses that space in the suppressor with the back pressure and stuff,
Yeah.
which Scorpions are synonymous with having problems with firing out of battery and having the sides blown out and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I knew about that going into it. I didn't care. So screw it if it blows up. Oh well, it's not going to kill me.
Yeah.
So hopefully. So the suppressor is pretty long, but like I said, it has that reflex. So it's like the same length as the barrel, and that it'll be cool to put on guns that are longer, that have like exposed barrels. So like a rifle length 9mm.
Yeah.
It'd work on that if it's just directly threaded. But what it does is it makes the overall length of the gun a little shorter still, but it gives all that space something to do suppression wise, so it'll end up really quiet.
You should do something crazy like an SBR Mosin Nagant
I've thought
with a
about
suppressor.
that. The Orberez. Nah, see,
Yeah,
you can only go
yeah.
so far.
Nah, man, just go fucking balls to the wall with it.
You could, well, I don't know. See, there's a lot of suppressors out there. If you custom made one, you know what?
Yep.
I'll beat you to one.
Mm-hmm.
How about this? You know the Jawa gun?
Yeah.
That's like a 303 Brit with a big thing on front of it.
Yeah.
Why not make that?
Nah, man, I want the Mosin.
But listen.
SBR
Well,
with the
you could make the Russian.
They got them tactical looking.
You could make the Russian
falling
Jawa
out.
rifle.
The Russian.
You could have a big wide can made. It would
So-
probably sound so weird.
So if you got the barrel cut like to 6 inches on a fucking
I forget
Mosin,
what Orberez's are.
would that like
Oh, it's
be
gonna
a
keyhole.
viable gun?
The
Yeah.
bullet, instead of going like this, is gonna go like this.
But if it hits you, it's gonna fucking hurt.
I mean, yeah, but it's not gonna be accurate at all.
No.
Have you ever seen? No, you had a rifle that keyhole.
Yeah, it was the one AR.
Yeah. Oh,
I think it was the
Olympic, the old one or the
it
newer.
was the one we fixed the issue.
Oh,
It was the
yeah.
the whatever compression or whatever.
The
we had
gas
to get a different.
gas block.
Yeah.
Or no, not gas block. Muzzle device. That
Yes,
was what it
sir.
was.
Yes, sir. Oh wow, that was a good one.
Jeez, O'Day.
Kuma.
Akuma, hi baby.
Wakey, wakey, baby.
She's like, nah, man, leave me the fuck. You look like a shark.
I mean, she is a seal.
She's
just a sea Kuma.
My dog looks like a freaking little cow.
Yeah, I've
Pit.
seen cows that remind me of my dog.
He's like brown. He's really dumb. Actually, he's really smart. That dog is like in love with me.
It's Taco. He knows you're from his place.
Maybe.
Yeah,
from
he's
his
Texan.
homeland.
I'm not Mexican though, even though everybody seems to think so.
I see it.
Like 3 people last 2 weeks.
Hefe
Probably
Mark.
just the
I
mustache.
just like assumed I was Mexican.
El Marco.
Huh, that's Marcus
No.
or Marcos. That Marcos was a popular Spanish name when I was a child down in Texas, Southeast Texas.
Yeah.
I never went to Mexico or even close. I'd like to. I think it'd be a good time. I like tequila too much.
That would be a fun trip.
I tried to
Mexico.
ride a mattress down our shitbag friend's hill
Mm-hmm.
on a mattress while I was really fucked up on tequila once.
I
hurt myself.
That tracks. Yeah, I mean, were you?
I got like 8
How much
feet.
clothes did you have on?
I had shorts on, I think.
Just
Probably like
just
swimming
shorts?
trunks.
Or some slippers? Were you still in the slipper phase?
Probably, yeah.
Probably. Yeah, that sounds about.
Slipper phase.
Oh, he
I
has
just-
slipper phase.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I wore
Like
nothing
what
but
you're in
slippers.
right now?
Yeah. Mine's
Or were
more
they, like,
accepting.
Fuzzy slippers.
No, he
No.
would wear like those DC like slip-ons.
They were
that looked like slippers.
Sanooks. That's what they're called.
They were fucking slippers.
Wow.
You had a
were
couple that looked like
comfortable.
little boat shoes.
Yeah,
little tassels
no,
and
because they
shit.
were made out of the fucking.
I feel like you just went up to someone's house, opened up their screen door, reached in and grabbed whatever pair of shoes, and you just wore them and that was their comfy shoes.
Their house shoes.
Their house shoes. Yeah, he stole people's
Listen,
house shoes and just wore them.
I have
And
big, flat Flintstone feet, so I need something that's comfortable.
that reminded me of another prank I've heard of
Oh,
before. It was a comedian's joke, and it was about a guy that stole family pictures
yeah.
at parties.
What?
It's like, that's pretty evil. He stole family pictures apart, but like old ones that were like
Yeah.
irreplaceable. Like there's only one of them.
Yeah.
And-
Why?
Oh, because he thought it was great. It's irreplaceable. He's like, it's the ultimate like. Fuck
And he
you.
like kept them
He kept them.
in like a room. Like he had
That's so
all of
twisted.
these pictures.
Oh yeah.
That reminds me of
That's
the
genius.
movie 24-Hour Photo with Robin Williams in it.
Yeah, but he at least gave them. The...
Well, yeah, but he like stalked that family and thought he was part of it.
Yeah.
Wait, I haven't seen that movie yet.
What?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the.
But
premise
you
of the
like
movie.
Robin Williams, right?
I know, but it's a serious one, and like I don't.
It's so
I don't.
good. His
you
name
don't
is Cy.
understand. I
We
don't
did-
like to see my Peter Pan that way.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Sure
not.
thing.
It's
Yeah.
it's still good.
But listen.
My favorite movie by him is Bicentennial Man.
Yeah. Oh, I just
I
watched
watch
part
that,
of that.
all the time.
Oh yeah.
Patch Adams, come on.
I like Patch Adams, but
I like Miss
Bicentennial
Doubtfire.
Man. That was really
Doubtfire.
good when I was a kid.
Jack
Mm-hmm.
loved.
Bicentennial Man. Sorry,
So,
every single time.
we just
Or
re-
24-Hour Photo.
we just recently or last night watched Uncut Gems
Oh,
with
that's
Adam
cool.
Sandler. Did you see it?
Yeah,
You ever-
I think I started to. I haven't had a high opinion of Adam Sandler in a while.
it was good. He was great. He was playing a character. Like as long
Yeah.
as you started feeling the character, I mean, if you watched the movie, you did. But it had a very unexpected ending. I didn't see
Yeah.
it. I didn't see it coming in the way at which it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you had told me what happened, I'm like, okay, I'm not giving it away.
No.
But if you told me what happened, I'd be like, okay. I wouldn't believe how it came, like
Yeah.
the abruptness.
I definitely, when it got to that one part, I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
When it got to the one part, I looked at it, I was like, this is going to happen. It's going to happen.
Hmm. The very next one.
For Uncut Gems.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to watch it again. It's on like
Yeah.
Netflix, right?
Something like
Somewhere.
that. Netflix
Prime,
or Hulu.
somewhere. One of those
HBO,
places
I
that
think.
don't sponsor us yet, so
So-
don't say their names. It's okay.
I recorded for like 10 minutes before. We're at 68 minutes, so we can wrap it up. I can do the news articles.
Sounds
We
good.
can go to a break.
Yeah, let's go to a break.
All right, we're gonna go to a break. I might not have cut anything out, so it just might be a whole lot of. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
Have you ever gone to change your adult diaper, sniff it, and think, why can't I taste this? Well, today you can, with our new scented and flavored adult diapers. Now you can smell and taste all the wonderful tastes and smells of normal diapers with a twist. Try the new Lemon Zing, or maybe the Fanny Fruit Punch. We have 6 flavors in all, so get to the store and join the party today.
Are we back from the break? I'm kind of scared right now.
We're talking about ass stickers.
Can we talk about news?
News?
I got a couple.
Yeah. Just give me a second to breathe. Hold on.
I have a heartwarming one.
Okay, you ready? Hey, Mark,
Oh God, what?
talk about the news.
I don't want to talk about the news
Right now.
anymore. No, now I don't want to do it.
Now I want to do it.
Okay.
I
so,
don't want to.
Hidden tunnel, possibly from Underground Railroad, found in New Brighton.
Wild.
Yeah.
Very crazy stories.
New Brighton, a backed up sewer led to a surprising discovery of historic significance in New Brighton. Turns out a brick tunnel has been hidden since the 1800s under the Merrick Art Gallery in New Brighton, Pennsylvania, which is like the town we like live in. I mean, it's kind of cute, right?
Not like living.
We
live
do.
here. This is your hometown. This is your
I mean, no.
This is our
technically,
this is our dairy.
Not
my
technically.
hometown is Fournette, Texas.
No, this is your hometown. You've lived here more than anywhere
If
else.
Red Dawn happened,
You're
this is
defending
where
here.
you would make your stand.
Whatever.
She's got a point.
We are not positive, but we do think it may be related to the Underground Railroad, said Michelle Long, director of the Merrick Art Gallery. They have to prove it, but
Yeah, they
Yeah.
could date the bricks and stuff. Well, this area was really big for brick.
Yeah,
making.
yeah.
So there's
and I think that it was
False
it was a
sense.
train station where slaves,
Yep.
where underground people were brought to. So
No.
it tracks.
so funny
That's pretty
things.
cool,
A
you
lot.
know.
There's people from this area, or people that hail from people who hail from this area, who listen in, and so the Merrick Art Gallery is a art gallery
Yes.
made about a guy with a lot of very very nice painting.
I've never
collection.
actually been there.
It's you'd have to be in the mood for paintings and old stuff. I try actually to convince Tim all the time to do like a John Brown's Armory museum. I would love to curate it because there's just such cool stuff related to the business and the name and everything. But that's besides the point. So with the Merrick Art Gallery, it used to be the train station.
Yeah.
So that whatever that street is right next to it used to all be train track.
That's wild.
And so there is a house near the Merrick Art Gallery. I won't say which one it is, that has a tunnel in the basement of
Yeah.
it heading towards the Merrick Art Gallery, and it is like locked up and closed and
Yeah.
everything like that. That had a purpose at one
There's
time.
like
or
a
another.
blue plaque about it.
But then there's I didn't know if there was like a well-known thing or not, but the people who own that house are also part of the historical society, so
Yeah.
obviously. So then there's tons of cool stuff on all of the houses, almost all the houses on or properties on the river side of the main street, further down near like Spratt Funeral
Yeah.
Home and all that.
Did you know there used to be an amusement park?
When this before you moved here, and I think before you moved here as well, when they were
Long time
building,
ago.
when they were building the YMCA, they found this massive
part of
concrete.
the-
It was the base for this Ferris wheel,
Yeah.
and they had to destroy
it
it.
was
It
down
took
there
put
in
it off for like a
Junction.
month.
That's so crazy. I want to see pictures of stuff like
There
that.
exist.
That would
Yeah,
have
they're
been a
out
cool
there.
place to have a fair too, like with the way that everything
why
is
they built a
set
fair
up.
there.
That's fantastic. Like
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm
saying,
sorry,
I'm
I'm just
applauding.
I wish
their
it was
thought
still
in-
there.
Yeah.
in where to place it.
I'll
Right.
go
Now
next
there's the
Ferris wheel up
YMCA,
for a
a
little bit.
car lot, and Hank's another janky car lot, and the
The
apartments.
electrical
The
store.
jankiest.
Oh, the electrical
Electrical
store,
store's
yes,
there.
goes there. Yeah, they've
Isn't
been there
that
forever.
weird church
The
No, that's
down there
next
by
to it.
the-
I don't think that's
no,
that's part
that is
of the
that's
YMCA
a
now.
that's a youth ministries. It's still a
It's part of the
separate church
YMCA.
though.
Well, whatever.
They were like
They
kind
just
of like
work with all
Pentecostals, but not.
Whatever. So then, you got Powers Auto, good old Powers Auto.
Oh yeah,
Remember
man.
that Cavalier you got from there?
Dude, I had like 6 cars from them, and all of them broke like
Yeah.
within months.
I liked the Cavalier though because it wasn't even a whole car.
Dude, it was janky as hell. I
Oh,
had
yeah.
to like
Like, who
wire up a
inspected
switch to turn the fan for the motor on. Like,
That was fun.
like I don't understand how they were able to sell me that.
I don't understand why I got in it with you.
I don't understand why I bought it. I was desperate.
You
actually.
you were pretty desperate.
Oh man. So I have another one.
What's more of the news, Mark?
Man ends his life after an AI chatbot encouraged him to sacrifice himself to stop climate change.
Wow.
And I did the research. It's actually legitimate.
Wow.
What country?
It's Belgian.
Okay.
What country were you
all right.
hoping he was going to say? That's
No,
the funny question.
It's just you have to. So people from different countries, we all have different
Yes.
thought processes based on the
Well, yeah,
culture
yeah.
that we're raised in. So I was just curious what country would something like this
Do what you know.
be from?
Yeah,
You never
Belgium.
know.
All right. So
For all I knew, it could have been Florida. Like,
this
you know what I mean?
was 3/31, 2023. Like, this just happened. A Belgian man reportedly ended his life following a 6-week-long conversation about the climate crisis with an artificial intelligence chatbot.
How did he tell this thing he had to poop?
I don't think that
Like, hey,
matters.
hold on a sec, hon. Like,
No, it's just like texting. Do you tell people, hey, I gotta go poop, I'll be right back?
Yeah.
When you're
Did you
texting?
really just ask him that
yeah,
question?
that's
Because you
dumb.
know he does. He's told you that.
I try to ignore stuff like that.
He doesn't
So,
ignore
according to his widow, who chose to remain anonymous, Pierre, not the man's real name, because became extremely eco-anxious when he found refuge in Eliza, an AI chatbot on an app called Chai. Eliza consequently encouraged him to put an end to his life after he proposed sacrificing himself to save the planet.
Wait, he proposed
Oh, so she just
sacrificing
agreed.
himself, and she
Yes.
agreed. Okay.
I mean,
like-
he
Okay.
just,
There's
he
definitely other stuff behind that, of
he's
course.
real dumb.
But
He was in his 30s and he had 2 young children. He worked as a health researcher and led a somewhat comfortable life, at least until his obsession with climate change took a dark turn.
Good job, climate change.
His widow described
killed
his
Pierre.
mental state before he started conversing with the chatbot as worrying, but nothing to the extreme that he would commit suicide.
oh, probably like severe anxiety or something.
And,
that
like,
type of profession.
Well, those
I'm not a
things
doctor.
just kind of parrot back what you want to hear. That's what that
Yeah.
one replica.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, "Oh, your online girlfriend." It's just like trying to basically tell you what it thinks it's supposed
Yeah.
to tell you. You know.
Do you remember that one Black Mirror episode?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's-
Black Mirror always gets me.
I
couldn't
love stuff
finish
like
it.
that.
It was terrible. 'cause,
Would you
like,
play
that's-
that video
that's, like,
game
the
with
worst
me?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say yeah. I know, that was
I'm
stupid
down
shit.
for whatever.
Ew, that's weird. Go
I like old school Twilight Zone, like black and white ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
The-
love those. Wait, do you know what game I'm talking about?
What game?
From Black
I
Mirror.
don't think you
Yeah,
remember.
Polybius or whatever.
Yeah. Where
Yeah.
the 2 dudes are playing it? Okay,
Yeah.
you skimmed over it, and then you went right into...
Oh, I'm
I was
sorry.
confused. I was like, wait a minute, did
thought
he not
you
know-
assumed I knew what you were talking about.
I thought...
Listen, when it comes
But
to
you
like
went right into
sci-fi,
Hitchcock, man. You
like no, it wasn't
went-
Hitchcock
or Twilight Zone, sorry.
because it's
You say black
related.
and white. Yeah, they're related, yeah. I've seen Hitchcock
Everything
Grave.
became.
Ooh, that's
from
who another
Twilight Zone.
signature we have, the lady from Birds.
The Birds.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
The original
cool.
Birds.
Yeah, we
Fucking
have her.
Alfred Hitchcock. Nice.
We've been
nice.
Alfred Hitchcock's grave. It just says Hitchcock.
Yep.
And I had to
Out in
Google to make sure
California.
that was the one.
When we went to LA.
Would you pee on it?
Hell
No.
Would you lick it?
Yeah, maybe.
Nah,
Kiss
no.
He
it.
would.
I'm trying...
I
no.
don't know, like
I wouldn't be
suckle it
inappropriate
a
like
little
that.
bit.
I'm trying to think of somebody who I would, though. I would definitely piss on Gigi Allen's grave like
Oh
we
yeah,
have, I'm
nah,
sure.
man, he deserves to just
That's... He like...
get
I'm
set
sure.
on fire, but that's what he wants. So.
Yeah, so...
Is he even,
He's in Ohio, I thought.
or is it like just ashes somewhere?
You
No,
want
he
me
has
to
a
look it
great
up?
grave.
Yeah,
No,
look it
yeah.
up.
I was gonna say, wait a minute,
What
don't
the
we
fuck?
have somebody that's their job?
Yeah, she's just talking too much tonight.
She's talking too much. Oh shit!
Littleton, New Hampshire, in the St. Rose Cemetery.
So he's buried.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in New Hampshire.
I don't want to go there.
I'll.
So it's a grave site. It doesn't state if he was buried or cremated, but that is where
Ah.
a
Buried.
headstone with his
Why
name
do
is
I
there.
know more
What
than
is in
you
New
guys
Hampshire?
do? Well, you do.
I don't
know
want
it's
to
in New
like
Hampshire.
offend anybody.
He
in
had.
New
Well,
Hampshire.
no. Nobody.
It's kind of a small state, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. New Hampshire, then Maine. Maine's the big
Oh,
part.
yeah.
of
Oh,
all
I
the
would
time.
I'd like to
love
go to Maine. Just because I love Stephen King.
Well, it's really
Yes.
easy when you go to New Hampshire to just go to Maine. It's
Yeah.
kind of like going from this part of Pennsylvania to Ohio.
I collect first edition Stephen King.
Did you ever see the TV show Haven, based on one of Stephen
No, I
King's
saw
short
something
stories.
about it. I saw something about it, but I didn't
It was like
watch it.
Who Killed Tom Gordon or something like that is the short story it's based off of. But yeah, no, it's fantastic. I was a huge
man.
fan. That one wrestler's in it at the end.
One wrestler.
I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he's a blonde, big dude, of course. But
That's so descriptive.
it is so descriptive. I know, but it's a good show, and you would enjoy it. At least like the first 3
What is
seasons.
it called again?
Haven.
Haven. I'm gonna have to. I saw it was like on Apple or something, right?
Yeah, it should be on Apple now because
Yeah.
it's been over for like 4 or 5 years now.
Oh, okay.
I really liked. I'm gonna impress myself here. I really liked 11/22/63. Is that right? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
I did get it
Yeah.
right. Oh yeah, I always fuck those numbers up. But anyway,
It's like
I
time
really like
travel
that
and
show.
stuff. I love stuff
Mhm.
like that.
I like
Anything
when time travel started pushing back at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, you're an idiot. It's on Hulu.
Oh,
Anyway,
don't be
why are we
mean.
keep saying
it's a good
Hulu?
It's a good movie.
Hulu? Give us. A
Well, it was
dollar.
like a mini series.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it had a good. I don't know.
JFK.
Yeah, I really
I
liked it.
wasn't expecting it.
I really liked. I did see it on Facebook not that long because they released it. It was right when they started releasing TV shows episodically again
Mm-hmm.
instead of just releasing them all at once. And people, we were all watching it. I was probably talking to you about it too. And the episode where they were messing around with the 1911 and the guy had the bleach, the cup of bleach. He gets it in his face. I'm like, I remember I found an old Facebook post. I was like, does anybody notice something weird about that 1911? Because the hammer was down.
Yeah.
So I just sat there the whole time watching that whole scene. Like, if all you have to have is like this much gun knowledge to know that guy needs the shit kicked out of him like real fast. Why you didn't get
But
that
some
hammer
people
back?
don't know that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad.
Oh, it's a risk too.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like I'm Billy Badass and we go after it. I'm
No.
fat and slow. I know that. But like, if I were a healthy dude in that situation, it was life
Yeah.
or death. Hell, I'd rather that than drink bleach. Go
Oh,
after
yeah,
it. Go
absolutely.
after it. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that part, and then when he started blasting off the rounds, I was like 1, 2. I kept count. I think he did. I can't remember if he went empty or not. But it was the appropriate amount of rounds. Thankfully.
Yeah. Well,
Sound editors making things make sense.
so
But- I'm going to suggest something.
okay.
I think this would be a great spot to do something that I apparently am not that great at.
What's that?
Wrapping it up. Wrap
Wrap-
it up.
Yeah, you do have a lot of kids. So join us on Patreon.
Patreon.
We have a $2 entry or whatever subscription where you get early access to episodes. We're going to put unedited episodes, videos of episodes, all kinds of stuff.
There's all kinds of stuff. We're going to get real sporadic with it
yeah.
because there's a lot of stuff that we
Yeah,
don't want to
we're
put on
learning
here.
a lot of stuff at the same time trying to do this.
Absolutely.
$5 you'll get stickers, and you'll get all of the extra content. We actually got a subscriber, a patron, Joe McQuiston.
Thank you.
She's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then our $10 will be a letter sealed with a kiss, handwritten by both of us. Each, you get 2 letters. Like,
Yeah. Because my handwriting and his, you'll get left-handed and right-handed.
Yeah, I mean, you probably won't be able to read mine, but I try not to cuss too much.
Mine will be very poorly written.
And
in
then you get
crayon,
stickers.
But it'll be sexy.
And you get stickers. And we actually have a lot of stickers coming. So we're going to come up with some kind of contest or something where we can, we'll send you, 50 stickers.
We
Pass
have,
them out.
I believe we have, what is it, Romanian slave labor on that right
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
Something like
Are you
that.
sure it's
Yeah, we got-
Romanian?
Something tall, I don't know.
We only pay them nickels per hour.
You know what she's saying right now? I'm this, that, and the other. Like, she's
Yeah.
going through all of them. She's one of those people.
I know, but we can't say the 2 that you want us to say.
17. I don't know.
All right, well,
Mark is part Hispanic, just in case.
I'm
anybody
not.
needs to verify.
I do have
Don't let him listen to you.
a
His mom knows.
Mexican step-grandpa, but he was actually, native Texan.
Step
He
back.
hated wetbacks.
Oh my gosh.
It was funny. So, yeah, this is Mark,
And this is Nick.
and this was the Guns and Gory podcast.
Wait. We had another
What?
one that apparently
Oh.
doesn't want to say bye.
Sorry, this is Mark,
And this is Nick.
And I'm Z.
and this is the Guns and Gory podcast.
Thank you.
Well, hello. This is Z, and you guys have been listening to the Guns and Gory podcast. Written and produced by Mark Hodge and Nick Parrish. Audio engineering by Mark Hodge. Recorded in Fat Boy Studios via Sir Nicky's Love Castle. Media manager is me, Z. We'd like to thank all of our friends and family for the amazing support and all of you awesome people listening in. Please join our Patreon for fun extras and behind the scenes with the guys. You can find us at patreon.com/gunsandgory. That is guns, ANDGORY. You can also find us on the Facebook, Instagram, and the YouTube at Guns and Gory. Thank you so much for listening, and please comment, like, share, subscribe, have a few carrier pigeons. We'll take them all.